You were going to talk about the Blue
Oh
Beetle.
yeah.
The box office?
Did you watch the Blue Beetle? No, the Blue Beetle trailer.
Oh, the Blue Beetle trailer. I saw most of it.
Most of the trailer.
Most of the trailer, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I saw what basically the gist of it. Yeah.
So there's this other channel out there. It's like what I call like the Fox News of nerddom, the fandom minutes. They're called Geeks and Gamers. These guys. Let me give you some perspective here.
And Chris, I'm gonna step out.
Oh no problem.
Right.
So if you guys don't follow the Geeks and the Gamers, or what I call the Freaks and Framers, they had their own little rant about the Blue Beetle movie, and I'm going to give Giovanni some time to drain the lizard, because there's a video that I need him to watch. But full disclosure, one of the guys on Geeks and Gamers, this guy's name is Kyle, is like RK Ryan Kennel. Mm-hmm. Went on this whole crazy ass rant about it. Now, for perspective, this is the same guy on Geeks and Gamers who had a problem that the Batman movie didn't have enough white heroes. He was mad that all the good people of Gotham City were people of color. And he went to see the movie at the theaters. He got in his car, turned his phone on, and complained that all the bad guys were white. But he acknowledged that the main character, the good guy, was also the white. But he had a problem with all the good people in Gotham City were all people of color. The mayor was a good person. She was black. Commissioner Gordon, they changed him to blue. He had a whole rant on this Geeks and Gamers channel about that. So when the Blue Beetle trailer came out, I was curious on what their response was going to be, because at the end of the trailer, there was a little something that was mentioned about Batman and what. And if you don't know much about the current DC Blue Beetle, it's a Hispanic character. So I don't normally go to their channel. I don't like the gamers, those guys. And full disclosure, I have collabed with this guy. This guy that I'm talking about, Ryan, I collabed with him purely by accident. I was invited to another person's channel, and he happened to also be another guest on it. But when I learned what the fandom menace was really about, I didn't want anything to do. I can't make my channel about everything that I fucking hate. That's basically what their channel is about. Everything is woke. Okay, so
show me on the doll where you've been hurt.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to, here's a 1 minute little clip that explains what I'm talking about here. This is the Geeks and Gamers little short reaction to the Blue Beetle trailer. Check this out. If I can get it to play.
Let's check out this Blue Beetle trailer. I heard something about the last line of this.
I'm already out. This is awful.
I hate all the George Lopez stuff, honestly.
Bro, it's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
Jeez. What a way to end it. George Lopez saying Batman is a fascist.
Good.
All right, listen. I like Blue Beetle as a character. I'm not as big of a fan as the Jaime Reyes version as I am of Ted Kord's version.
He's less known than Guardians of the Galaxy probably was when they were announced.
Way too much George Lopez in general. The Batman is fascist at the end is just, this is pandering.
What?
These stupid 20-year-old furry profile picture, she, them, don't know what your gender is, don't buy comics, don't have money to go to movies. That's who that is pandering to. Batman is a fascist. Fuck off with that. That's so stupid.
So he had a problem with the Batman is a fascist line, but he had to throw in they don't even know their genders. These are back in the 80s and the 90s, in the nerd sphere. These would be two sets of like the hardcore nerds versus each other, arguing with each other. And the bullies that were hunting around, they would still kick all of their asses. But today, now you can make money by dividing the fans, the hardcore real fans versus the casual fans. So, like I said, this is the same guy who had a problem with the movie The Batman, because all the good people in Gotham City were all people of color.
It's like you're taking a tiny little snippet from a trailer that you have no idea what that was in context to or anything. When you know a lot of these movies typically have a character that's the comedy is they hate everything through the whole movie. They always say angry things or whatever.
That's how they make. Yeah,
that's
how they
just
get
meant to
clicks.
be funny in context because they're grouchy about
Something.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's not meant to be for real or like
Yeah.
taking things way too serious.
Like people talk shit about Superman too, but no one's gonna get all angry because you did.
I mean, these are the
Yeah.
same people that when it was announced that Superman might be being played, they might change him to a black guy and stuff like this. This is the channel that's gonna always have a problem with everything. Everything is too woke. Everything is this and that and the other. It's just there might be some things I might even agree with.
Daniel hasn't even watched the movie yet.
Danny said what?
He
They
hasn't
said
even
they
watched-
haven't even watched it yet, so how do they even? Now they're
I mean,
getting
I
angry
mean,
about.
it's the Batman is a fascist line that I knew that was going to trigger that dude because his billionaire hero Batman. I mean, if you want to be real about Batman, I mean, Batman is a dude is a vigilante, which is against the law, who beats up people who probably. There's probably a dude in Gotham City. Like, let me talk about these people as if they're real. There's a guy in Gotham City right now who is a single father. His children are starving, and he has a criminal background. He can't get a job. The only person that's hiring is the Riddler. So he agrees to watch to be the lookout for the Riddler's latest little scheme. Batman swoops in, beats this fucking guy within an inch of his life, puts him in the hospital, puts him in more debt. This guy's already poor. Billionaire playboy beats the crap out of this guy and beats the hell out of him with an inch of his life because he was just trying to feed his kid. And stuff like that. They've talked about that in the Batman comic books before. And that was the joke, why Batman is a fascist. But this dude went on a whole rant because he talked about George Lopez. He was just focused on George Lopez. I like Blue Beetle, but I don't like this new version of Blue Beetle that's played by a Hispanic guy. You know, like that's pretty much his whole position.
Yeah. Did you even look at the comics, right?
He says he does, and that's the point. Because he's a real fan, and he's trying to he's trying to make Blue Beetle great again. I don't know. I don't know, but it's these channels. It's just like the prank channels. It's these channels that always want to talk about what they hate. These guys always want to show how tough they are. Oh, I don't give, like if you saw the video close, if I played the video again, the dude looks at himself on the screen every time he's about to drop an F-bomb. He wants to see himself being tough. These fucking losers. And he blinks like 50,000 times like a crack fiend. I don't know what this guy's problem is. He wants to see himself being tough. Showing off his workout video. He reminds me of that movie 8 Mile. While this guy stands, what did Eminem say? While this guy stands tough, notice that this guy does not have his hands up. This free world has you gassed up. Now tell me who's afraid of the big bad world? Nobody. These guys just have their little cone of
But they have their own
assholes.
they have their own little podcast.
Oh,
Where they
yeah.
can say whatever they want.
Dude, I've said it a billion times on this channel. If the internet gods were to come down right now and say, Chris, I guarantee you'll have 1 million followers tomorrow. All you have to do is hate on Chris Hemsworth as Thor and just shit on him like the way that other girl, what's that with the Brie Larson hater? What's her name? The Mecha Harpy,
Random.
whatever her fucking name is. Everything is Brie Larson. Oh my God. Yeah. But it would have to be a guarantee. If you can guarantee me, I said all the time, I'll be a grifter on YouTube and pretend like I hate all these people if you can guarantee me the money. But if it's not a guarantee, I'm not gonna pretend to be something I'm not. But just because it's just so much damn energy that's involved, and I just can't get on here and pretend that these people, these actors mean that much to me.
You're on here because you're genuine.
I'm on here because I like to have fun. I like to talk about movies and stuff like that. But these guys, these geeks and gamers, like they always have a hard on for everybody. Like Brie Larson, she's such an asshole because she asked for more inclusion in the media. She wants more black outlets to cover things like Black Panther. Oh my God! And you know what they said about her on Geeks and Gamers? Get this. Brie Larson hates white people. That's what they said. Because she asked for more inclusion. She didn't ask for any. She didn't ask for Variety, Deadline, the Hollywood Reporters chairs to be taken away. She just said more inclusion of black outlets should be invited also to cover things like Black Panther.
And they took it as
like
white people.
It was a whole 2 years of Brie Larson. Oh, I talked about it a lot on this channel. Oh yeah, don't get me started on this. But that's how these geeks and gamers are. When I got introduced to the geeks and the gamers, the fandom menace, whatever the fuck they call themselves, I was like,
Danny.
Jesus wants to know: are you worried that someone from that channel? Is
I don't give
come
a
for
fuck
you?
if they see this. I don't care.
Maybe you want them to see this.
Maybe that's the hustle. Maybe I'm grifting right now because the more dislikes and thumbs down you bomb on this channel, the more views we'll get. So bring it on. T3 Medias versus Geeks and Game. We're not big enough, or I don't talk about them enough to get on their fan base's radar, and I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm not because I'm afraid. It's because I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to talk about them every day. That's the difference between me and people like them. They will when they got on the Brie Larson train, they talked about it every day. I talked about that on this channel years ago. Brie Larson, the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie's coming out. Brie Larson was caught washing her hair in the shower. Marvel is doing this. DC is doing that. Brie Larson. It was over and over again. That was just one of their topics.
I've seen all the hate.
Those hate channels.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. No. T3 Medias is not becoming I'm also not joining those groups of guys who like to want to take down the Geeks and Gamers. I'm not joining that shit. I don't have time. I'm not a celebrity worshiper, and I'm not gonna think about a geek or a gamer too much at all. I don't lose sleep over these guys. If they want to see me in person, come down to Texas and come see me if you can. I'm not hard to find. I don't care. I'm not calling for violence. I don't care about it. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not gonna be one of these assholes on the internet and be like, I'll be acting tough. I'll come over your house. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Yeah, you're not gonna waste your energy on that.
I'm a grown men yelling at a camera. Ooh, like these beefs never happen. It's all stupid. But my point is the need the point is they get clicks and they're trying to make money, but the need to always harp on these things as if they matter. Batman's a fascist. I can't believe you talked about my love for Batman. I know the real reason why he's shitting on the Blue Beetle trailer, and the reason why he focused on George Lopez.
Yeah.
So hard. That's why I brought up the fact. Go back to his other video where he talked about how white people are being portrayed in the Batman, and you'll connect the dots on why he's bringing up George Lopez a lot and Blue Beetle. It's not hard to figure out. They've been accused of a lot of things. Fuck those guys. All right, let's go. Yeah. Let's move on to.
You look at Danny's recent super chat.
What time is it? That's the question.
What time is it?
So I said it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I told him the actual time.
It's 10:40. Oh, he's trying to keep us back on track. But yeah, that's the whole point. I promised that this was going to be a tight 30 show. Of course it's not. Every time I guarantee that the show lasts for an hour and 30 minutes.
And then you got Danny asking us what time it is. So
look.
He's telling you, move it.
He's telling me to wrap the fucking shit up. The geeks and the gamers don't give a damn. All right. I apologize.
Well, we don't give a damn about the geeks and the gamers.
Yeah.
He's waiting for you to take your shirt off.
I humble myself. Yeah, I'll be like that Ryan guy. They're trying to like 105 pounds, trying to look. He tries to flex a lot on his channel. For a guy who says I never watch the channel, I know a lot when I go back and look at the clips. So I mean, it's not like I subscribe to that stuff.
You do your research.
I do it's my research. You do your research, and you learn a lot about a little about a lot of things. But let me tell you something about Brie Larson.
Guys, that's the end of this episode of The Rundown. Remember to like this video, become a subscriber, and share. This really does help us out. And click here or here. Thanks for watching.